Good evening, traders. I'm Nalnakshi Swami, welcoming to my channel. In my one asset, one trade strategy, I had mentioned about the selection of the stock. After selection of the stock, looking for the overbought and oversold condition on the RSI to look for the opportunity. So these are the weekly this is my indicator. In this indicator, these are the weekdays. Yellow color is Monday, it is Tuesday, and it is Saturday. Actually, Saturday was not a working day, unusual because of the budget day. Usually, Friday it will be plotted as a violet color. Gray color will be Thursday, and white color will be Wednesday. So, in this strategy, we are identifying for the pop and drop, or we are going to trade one asset with one trade only, one trade strategy. So, here the perfect setup happened in Nifty yesterday on Monday. RSI oversold position. After the gap down, see, you can see this black line is 200 period moving average and the blue line is the 50 period moving average. And these are the green lines and this box strategy. The green line are the weekly levels and blue line is the previous monthly low. So the market, you can see the market went past the monthly low, previous monthly low, and the weekly high. Previous week high, let me write down. And this is previous monthly low. So it made a strong move above the monthly low and previous week high, indicating bullishness in the market. So what happened on the Saturday itself? It started correcting. The correction continued on the Monday. In my video, daily levels video, I clearly mentioned the 23,222, 26 as my support, where the market can come down by using all possible ways to analyze the levels, and I had given that. You can go and see that video again so that you will make out how you too can analyze and come to the level. See, here the market was coming down, RSI oversold position, the reading on the RSI. Reading on the RSI, you can see that is 30.91. Let me take the price note. Sorry, this one is text. Let me delete this, remove. Let me take the price note so that you will know the, oh, again I'm picking up the same thing. Sorry about it. Okay. See, I'm putting the 30.91. Here, the price was setting up beneath the 50 period moving average and above the 200 period moving average. Even the 200 period moving average on the 15-minute time frame is oversold. Oversold condition. It was, so market was setting up. This was the perfect setup. Today, what happened is market gapped up. Market gapped up, not giving any chance for the people to enter into the market. Probably people would have made mistake entering immediately after the gap up by seeing the green candle. So our analysis, when it gaps up, we need to wait for the discount. When the price starts correcting, you will be under confusion. So many times you might have seen gapping up and filling the gap and also going below the gaps. You don't have conviction in your trade. But in this setup, already the market has set up and the RSI has on previous day climbed to the neutral position above its moving average. And for you people, for a layman, for entering, day-to-day entry becomes difficult. In that time, what saves you is another indicator. Let me hide everything, then only I can apply this. I had already made video about the indicator TWAP. Yes, TWAP. Time weighted average price. Go to that video, see that video thoroughly so that you will understand. So I'm not applied. Okay. TWAP. Yes. Here, if you apply the TWAP, I've put the settings for intraday time frame 15 minutes and time frame 3 minutes. You can even put the chart also. So when you see here, what you need to do is on the previous day, you have to mark the average weighted price level that I had already mentioned this. This is your guideline for the next day. Okay. So previous day, when it gaps up, you can see on the third candle itself, TWAP price started coming down, TWAP started coming down. You can see over here. And it is a TWAP gap. This gap is a dynamic liquidity we are seeing the TWAP gap. So there is a gap between this weighted average price 23,349 to 23,511. Usually market makers, they will gap it, they will induce the traders, entice the traders to go in a wrong direction. So the mindset of the traders is to think it is a resistance. Looking back at this level, they think it is a resistance. Immediately they will press the button. They will not think about it by seeing the red candle. Oh, it is a resistance. Because from this area, you can see the market has turned around deep down. For all the things, your setup and RSI setup, when you have this setup, usually when the trend starts, it will continue for minimum 2.5 days. This pop will continue or a pump will continue for minimum 2.5 days. So this is the beginning of the day, Monday and Tuesday. It is a trend continuation. Now it is breakout of the level. So TWAP will save you your entry. So you know this TWAP gap. when price comes to this level. I'm changing the time frame here to 5 minutes. When price starts coming to this level, you can see after here, the RSI might have become oversold or below 50 line. Okay, I can enable, I believe. Let me go to the RSI. No, I'm not able to take that. Anyway, leave it. And I'm talking about the entry. Setup is over. When you get the setup, this TWAP gap is not bear gap. You have to write, mark it as, let me go to this TWAP gap is bullish gap, not bear gap. When there is a bullish gap, TWAP gap, price tends to come to the level to fill the gap. That is a common thing. So you know all these levels in the market. When price started coming over here, you can carefully see over here. If I join the lines or if I make TWAP into line, let me make it as a line chart. You can see price here, it was below. There was a bend when it made, this candle made an higher high, but this is an institutional candle. You should never take immediately when it pops within this big candle. Always remember that. And when price started climbing above this TWAP, you can see if you place the cursor on the TWAP, you are getting 20. You have to see here on the, here if you see, if I place the cursor, you are getting 23,459. If I move, you are getting 23,461 and the price has closed above the average, TWAP average, time weighted average, 20. So it is the beginning of the bull start reversal. You could have entered into the market. See, till that time, price is below. You can see this price has closed near the low, below the TWAP, below the TWAP, below the TWAP, right? Here, this candle, this is the signal candle which is closing above the TWAP. And also you can notice a very good set of candlestick pattern, that is Marubozu candle. You can see the Marubozu candle over here. Can you identify Marubozu bullish candle? Indicating strength, reversal. So it is a perfect setup market, and with the help of TWAP, we are capturing, we are not, see, anywhere, even even market, there was a green candle in between, it did not go, price closed below the TWAP and it continued. Only this candle closed, consistently closed. You can see the close. If I place the cursor on this close, that is close is around 23,509 and the TWAP is 23,525. That is below the TWAP close. So it is not a reversal. This is a solid reversal. The price closing above the TWAP, and so this is how you need to. So you got the entry, you got the setup. When you get the setup, simultaneously, same thing will be repeated on your option chart. Corresponding option chart, suppose if you could have gone for 23,400 call option, see here, it is not exactly the same replica of the underlying. You need to wait. In this candle, there was a close above this. Here, in the option premium, it did not close above this in this candle. So you need to wait. You need to wait for the candle close. Let it be little bit price, little bit more than that what you are entering it. And this is not, even though it popped up, it has not closed above this. The closing is below 184 and the TWAP reading is 185.6. But when you push the market to the next days, the closing is 190.4 and the TWAP reading you are getting 188. So it is the bullish start. Once you get the entry, you keep the stop loss to the beneath this low of this candle, 178. Of course, it is little bit more when compared to, so say for example, you are entering at 190 or something, your stop loss will be 178, means more than 10 to 12 points. That is okay. That is okay for you people to enter into the market. Once you enter into the market, you change the time frame. Keeping the stop loss, you change the time frame to 15 minutes. Because otherwise, you will not hold the position. You will be constantly get disturbed by this. Okay. See, when why TWAP is, TWAP, you can see this is the reference for the day. You have entered. This is the reference for the day. And the TWAP level, if you go there, if you place cursor anywhere, 177.37 is your reference point. Or let us go to 5 minutes and check. Let me make it so that you will be clear if I make it a cross. So all these three candles, these are the big bull candles. So immediately when price is correcting, start putting lines over there. Horizontal lines above this T weighted average price. That is a trick, hack. So when it came here, when it could not, this is the TWAP level, price hit that level, low of that level, and it did not go past this. So even you can take aggressive entry. Here you can see the price, if you place the cursor on this, 185.73, closing is 179.20, and if I move the cursor, still it is below, and in this candle only you are getting the entry, proper entry. You should not hurry yourself for the entry. Once you enter into the market, reversal, you should plan for your exit also, and also you should anticipate for the targets. So when it is showing reversal, it is like a trend structure. What you can do is, you can take the tool, draw here, and this is a measured move. So if you measure this from here to here, I'm going to clone this and bring it, pick up and bring it, place on this. This will be my target. So on an average, I am anticipating this target for this trend move. That is a measured move for this. Since it is see, when it came almost near, when it started showing exhaustion here around this area, you can trail your stop loss little bit and you can hold your position. See here in between, after you entered around 190 or something, price came down to 240. Still, you are within the money. You need not worry. Okay, I've changed the angle. Okay, let me bring it, measure this like this. So I should get 142 measured move. Probably we may get tomorrow this target in the option premium because market is in bull run. Now it has given an intraday dip twice around 12. You got the level at 211. You got the level at 249. So for your reference for tomorrow, you put the time frame to hourly and you mark this level. The option premium should not go below this. If you get discount around this level, suppose the market comes down, that is a common thing. What the market will do, it will go up and come down, retrace a bit, and it will tread further. So this is how TWAP will save your entry. You can make a perfect entry. And when you enter in this, when you make an entry, there will not be any confusion. Definitely there will not be any confusion. You will hold the position. And if you see any gaps in the, see, you can see a gap in the, it is an option premium. There is a gap between this to this. This is a bear gap. Why bear gap? Because the market from here, it has gapped down. So probably market may, so in this way also you can anticipate the target to fill this gap around 361. Tomorrow, if you need to carefully watch this level 361, suppose if it hits this premium, 23,400 call option in the early morning, suppose if it opens positive, Nifty opens positive, then it may fill this gap and it may come down. Now, do we see any gap over here? Not much gap. There is no bull gap. There is a bull gap between this to this. It has not been filled. Probably market may fill on some other day, but expiry is within tomorrow, on Thursday itself. So this is an option thing, but if you go to the underlying, I'll show you how the gaps are filled. TWAP gaps will serve you to identify the dynamic liquidity in the market. Click on this Nifty 50 underlying. Okay, let me go to the 15 minutes time frame. Why? Market came down here. Here, from here to here, there was a gap. So market came down So if I put the 5 minutes chart, here it came down and it filled the gap. These are all the bull gaps. This is the gap, TWAP gap there was, and also there was a gap. Between this area to this area, there was a gap. And when you see here, this to this, there was a TWAP gap in this. So that's why when market corrected, Nifty corrected around 1:50 p.m., it came down to this level. This is a secret actually. These are the dynamic liquidity, which you can see very clearly the levels. See how the market pushed to this level. This is the gap. From here to here, there was a gap. I think this is the gap exactly. So price came to this level, filling this gap, and a reversal took place. Again, market showed a reversal around 225. Market rallied up to 23,755. Now it is correcting. It finally corrected 23,704, but the closing is around 23,739. These are the secrets. See, there was a gap. TWAP gap. This is a bullish gap in the market. So market has come and penetrated and entered into this TWAP gap. This is the bullish gap. You have to understand what is bullish gap, TWAP gap, and bear TWAP gap. So bear TWAP gap, usually when the market starts going down, it fills that gap and it starts moving down. The direction will be there. Let us go any stocks or something. Okay, Britannia, we'll take the Britannia. Let us go to daily time frame. See, here, do you see any gap over here? Yes, we see a bullish gap in the Britannia. So first time when it came and tried to, see, if I mark clearly, that is the high of the candle. First time it came down and it has come down to this level. Again, this time, this is daily chart, it has penetrated into the gap, and if I change the time frame, this is setting up for the reversal game. It has been popped up. Okay, I'll hide this. Let me enable my template. If I enable the template on Wednesday, this is the weekly high. See how you can see the reference points. And when it started crossing below the monthly level, this is the monthly box. Now it is near the weekly low and also monthly level. So if the market, Britannia, doesn't fall below this, even if it falls below this level will act as support for the market. So you can take as the guideline, RSI must be oversold. Britannia, you can keep it in your watch list for this is the drop and this is the drop. For this drop, in this pop-up, you can see the 90-degree up move in the single day, it has popped up. Single day, how much percentage it has popped up? It has popped up nearly 240%. 5.71 percentage, and the setup it took place, same type of pattern. You can see closely on Wednesday it has set up, consolidating, making a box over here beneath the 50 period moving average and the monthly reference point, and next day climbing above this. Even there was not a momentum, sudden momentum. It consolidated for after the pop-up because it did not cross the previous day high. Then it started moving higher. It was a pump. Almost it is 7.84 percentage. So isn't it beautiful, traders? From this setup with no tension, you can enter into a swing trade in this by using this method, one asset, one trade method. And these setups, if you follow religiously, if you master this technique, you will be profitable. Now, dump has happened in Britannia. It has come almost to this level. You need to see whether the RSI divergence is there, or you should see first time it has come to this level. It has not interacted with the 50 period moving average. Probably Britannia tomorrow, tomorrow, it may set up. It may pop up like this, and then make a higher low. And if it gives a setup, there may be a parabolic move in Britannia, and earnings is there. When earnings on Thursday. Earnings is there on Thursday. You see for the setup on Wednesday, how, see, previously, even this was the setup on the Wednesday template. Monday and Tuesday and Saturday, it is a dump setup. Now, everything is in oversold condition. Now it is consolidating beneath the but here there is difference between this setup and this setup. So probably we may get the setup on Wednesday. So you need to wait patiently for the setup. Suppose if the market sets up, then a parabolic up move, minimum 1 to 2 to 3 percentage or 4 percentage you can get in the market. 3 percentage you can anticipate for the up move because this is the boundary of the monthly and the weekly. So you should understand about this is the secret, TWAP gap, whether it is a bull gap or bear gap. Let us see whether there was a bear gap. To analyze the bear gaps, dynamic liquidity, see, there was a gap. So this gap has been filled and market has come down. Now, there is a bear gap over here. Bear gap over here. Market may try to fill the gap tomorrow around this area. This is a bear gap. So you have not got a bull gap now, TWAP gap. So if the market comes down after filling this, taking this liquidity, and if it starts moving higher, then you can see for the up move in the market, and there is a gap here. So many gaps are there, TWAP gaps around. You can anticipate for this target in Britannia. This is how you can see for the TWAP gaps. These are the gaps. Still, you can the market, if it starts moving here, up here, you can anticipate this target, that is 5,156, and the next target you can anticipate for 5,223 in the Britannia. So this is the stock which is setting up. Closely watch yourself. Do not hurry. Do not hurry. Wait for the setup to come, and TWAP will tell you the entry. So tomorrow, if it gaps up, remember that this is the bear gap it is filling. That is bear dynamic liquidity. Once it fills this liquidity, correspondingly, I had shown you that will be interacting with the 50-period moving average. And after interacting with the 50-period moving average, suppose if it makes a higher low here, this is the level 4,990. If I take the FIB tool, if I apply the FIB tool here, from here to here, the 50% or 0.7% comes to 5,026. Let it stop anyway, but it should be within this level. That is the low made on this level. Low is 5,002, it is showing. So there you can anticipate. So this is it is setting up. You can go and choose this stock, but you need to be patient because you are selecting the stock in oversold condition. So when a person falls, imagine you are falling, it takes time to getting up. So like that, to set up, it takes time. So you need to give time for the setup. Already it is trying to set up. See, it has made a low and a push up and push down, and again it may push up. 1, 2, 3, and third time, if it pushed down, it should make higher low. Then it will have momentum to move higher. So you can anticipate, you can mark these levels, and you can see wonders about the TWAP gap and TWAP entry. When you get the setup, entry is very, very important. If you make the entry wrong, you will not be profitable and you will not appreciate this setup. So you may think what she is telling about the setup, it is a bullshit. You may think like that because when you do not use it properly, methodically, if you do not do that, you are not going to get profit in this. For everything, you need to go step by step. You have to cross-check everything and then you have to see for the. See, it is when it is making this, it is a box. It is preparing a box for this is the box, range box. 1 minute. I'm not able to do that. It is preparing its range box. When it came to range high and range low, and it can make an attempt to move to the range high, and if it makes a down move, probably tomorrow around 11 a.m. or 11:30 a.m. or 12 a.m. you may get an higher low, and while closing it may pop up. So for this you can trade and you can safely exit if you want, since there is result on earnings result. We do not know what will be the earnings for the market, and you can take position. So like this, you start selecting the stocks. If you come to the Hero Motor Car, it is a drop. This is a pump from this level. See, wherever you go, let me hide this TWAP so that it will clutter. See, it is setting up. If I enable the, you can see every time the setting up when it sets up, first move interacting with the 50 period moving average, and the second move made an attempt to move there, and then if you see the third move, it popped out, made an higher low. Here it is a higher low, and then this setup has given parabolic up move within 1, 2, 3 days. Monday, Tuesday sets the range, and a parabolic move is completed on the, usually it completes on Friday, but it has extended to Saturday because Saturday was a budget day. And then after this pump up, this was then weekly reference point. It has come inside the monthly level. The monthly low, monthly high and low is here. It has come down to the previous monthly reference level. This blue line is the previous monthly reference line and previous week reference line. So naturally, the Hero Motorcar can take support around this area. It is in between 50 period moving average, and it is clinging to 200 period moving average. Anytime if you get the setup, you see for the setup, and even the earnings is also on Thursday for the Hero Motorcar. Probably these are the two stocks preparing themselves for their earnings. If they start reversing, you can see a parabolic up move in these two stocks. You can select stocks like this without tension free. You can keep it in your watch list. What sets up, you can go for that. For example, the stocks which I had selected, two stocks, Bajaj Finserv, you can see for yourself, Bajaj Finserv. See the setup? See how it has set up? It was a deep down because of on the budget day, it moved down, and this was a sweep, and once it started moving above, it is a V-shaped recovery. It did not take time at all. It came up and climbed above the 50 period moving average, and Monday and Tuesday there is no momentum. So momentum is little bit subdued. So from here to here, from the day here, you have got almost 11% in this stock. 11% in the stock. Like this, Bajaj Finance, you got more than that. Bajaj Finance, let us go to Bajaj Finance, how it had set up. See, it had set up over here on Friday, and the parabolic move came on Saturday itself. It climbed above the 50 period moving average, crossed about the monthly boundary. It is a monthly breakout. Now it is making a range box. Because it need to give some sort of discount. It is making a range. See, one down. Before, if it corrects down, it makes a box. This is the box. See, it has gone up. Now, it can come down. First it will interact. It has not interacted with the moving average. After interacting with the moving average, it may show some sort of weakness. So for that also, to take for a PE trade or the sell trade, you should have patience in the market. You should wait patiently. It is setting up above the 50 period moving average, and it is in the RSI is overbought condition. Then you can anticipate correction drop to this level around. You can even anticipate for a drop to 7,978 in the Bajaj Finance. That is almost, let us check how much you may get 5% drop in the Bajaj Finance. But you should not hurry yourself. This is the procedure. Actually, once it starts making the box, first it interacts with the box moving up, it interacts with the 50 period moving average and makes an attempt to go higher. If it starts making a lower high, then this box is a distribution box you can consider, and you can trade for the drop setup, or you can wait for the pop-up setup when it comes to this area. I hope this will help you for your entry. I have made a detailed video on this. Take the help of TWAP. After getting the setup for your entry, TWAP will help you, and notice for what sort of TWAP gap is there, whether it is a bull gap. If there is a TWAP gap, definitely that space will be filled. You can scalp for that also immediately. If you are a quick scalper, you can do that scalping. Okay, friends, thank you very much. Nalnakshi Swami signing off.